YouTube channel, The Art of Standing Out, where we help sales people become sales leaders. Sales people are not very different. You've seen one, you've seen them all. They're like cars on the highway. Sure, there's some Land Rovers that are driving on the same road as the Chevrolets, but they're all constricted by the same roadway and by the laws on those roads. They're all going the same direction at about the same speed. Sure, one has more horsepower than the other, but they're on that road and they're obeying the laws of the salesperson. A sales leader is someone that has done the work to break away from those roadways that salespeople travel on. They've done the work to have enough lift and thrust to rise above the crowd, like a rocket, on the way past the stratosphere and onto parts unknown. They're leading the way. They have done the work to lead the way. Why do salespeople need to do the work to become sales leaders? Well, here's why. It's 2017 and we've been on social platforms for 10 years. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Medium, you can name them all. They've all changed the way we communicate. The mobile devices that we carry in our pockets, the tablets we carry under our arms, the Fitbits that tell us how hydrated we are and how many steps we've taken today, are all the kinds of technologies that have made the consumer more knowledgeable about everything. 80% of anyone buying anything today has consulted an online network. You can cold call all day long. You can have a relationship that you've made on LinkedIn and ask for an introduction. If you're not a sales leader and you stand out from the crowd, you're not going to get invited in. That's why sales leaders do the work. To build their authority, to have the credibility, to understand the products that they are responsible for, the services that they offer, but most importantly, to understand their customers, to understand what their customers celebrate in their businesses when they have big wins, to understand what their customers agonize over, what keeps their customers up at night. They understand their customer's business as well as the customer does. So, do you want to be a car constricted by the roadways and the speed limits, looking virtually like every other car on the road, salesperson? Or do you want to be a sales leader, standing tall, with your thrusters thrusting and you're rising above the crowd, looking down at those cars and standing out? So when decision makers look around for solution providers to bring value to their company, they look up and they look around and they say, oh my gosh, look, there's a sales leader high above the crowd. They've done the work to assure that when somebody looks for a solution provider that can lead their business to the right solution, to optimize their spend, to maximize their investment, they'll find you. We've got brand stories to work on. We've got storytelling to refine and to liberate your stories and to understand the stories of your ideal prospect. We've got marketing strategies to build, and we've got sales skills to hone. You could know 37 different ways to close somebody, and maybe you'd get the business. But remember, today we're dealing with the most empowered consumer ever. That smartphone in their pocket is more powerful than the computers that were in big data centers just 10 or 15 years ago. They can ask Siri or they can ask Google for answers to the problems that they have. They don't need to call you as much as they used to. They'll research and try to find the best few providers, and we want you to be in that best few. So then you can compete for the business. You can show them how you stand tall, how the credibility of the work that you've done gives you the authority to lead them to the best solution, to optimize their spend, to maximize their return on value. So let's get busy. We've got a lot of work to do.